This is the full story behind Africa's first EV factory. What if I told you a small African nation just destroyed the West's biggest lie? Burkina Faso just built Africa's first electric car factory, and it's rewriting the rules of the game. While the world doubted Africa, they said, "Watch us." This is the story of how a revolution is born. Today, in the Fair Story channel, we will dive deep into how Captain Ibrahim Traoré turned a bankrupt nation into a global tech player, and why the world is terrified. Burkina Faso is astonishing the world. While Pan-African perspectives deserve applause, Western powers, clinging to outdated ideologies and labeling Burkina Faso's socialist-leaning policies as destabilizing, have attempted to sabotage its stability through France, endangering not only its governance, but even the life of Captain Ibrahim Traoré. Yet, Burkina Faso has boldly declared its transition from a mere consumer market to a producer nation, challenging the global order. For Africans, this is a wake-up call. What is this world-shaking news? What does it signify? Today, we explore the inauguration of Burkina Faso's domestically built electric vehicle EV factory, a milestone not just for the nation, but for all of Africa and the Black diaspora. African nations and peoples were once universally colonized. European colonizers, insatiable in plundering Africa's wealth and labor, inflicted profound psychological damage even after formal colonialism ended, perpetuating the myth of white superiority as the sole creators and custodians of knowledge. This legacy persisted post-independence, with many African leaders complicit in serving foreign agendas. Western powers, fearing African ingenuity, deployed benevolent NGOs to stifle local innovation, suppressing solutions that could transform lives. Tragically, they often co-opt national leaders or elites to erase such progress. If this fails, they lure talent through scholarships or training, draining nations of their brightest minds. Meanwhile, African leaders neglect funding homegrown innovators, leaving them scattered abroad, either by choice or force. For centuries, Africa's wealth was stolen. Gold, diamonds, uranium. Africa's wealth built Europe. Our belief in ourselves. Colonizers told us we couldn't create, couldn't lead, couldn't innovate, and tragically, many of our leaders believed them. Foreign corporations looted our resources, while aid kept us dependent. But one man dared to say, enough. Meet Captain Ibrahim Traoré, Burkina Faso's revolutionary leader. In just 2 years, he repaid $4.7 billion in debt, banished foreign aid, and now he's built something that's making the West sweat. Under President Traoré's leadership, Burkina Faso has inaugurated the Etowah EV factory, a groundbreaking achievement. This factory not only recognizes domestic innovation, but demonstrates Africa's capacity to leverage local raw materials and knowledge, transitioning from consumers to producers. Across the continent, African nations import technology-heavy goods at exorbitant costs. Vehicles, often secondhand and environmentally harmful, dominate markets. Burkina Faso's success refutes the lie that Africa lacks resources or intellect. It exposes the absence of visionary leadership. Western fears of African self-sufficiency are laid bare. If Africa awakens, it will disrupt their exploitation. Ibrahim Traoré grew up in a village with no electricity. At 14, he walked 10 kilometers daily to school, joined the military, but refused to be a Western pawn. In 2022, he led a populist uprising vowing, "No more chains." Africa is rich in uranium, critical for nuclear power, lithium, key for batteries, diamonds, gold, and more. Yet post-colonial leaders, shackled by exploitive treaties and democratic puppetry, surrendered resources to foreign corporations, trapping nations in debt and poverty. However, a new wave of leaders, like Captain Traoré, is reversing this. In just 2 years, Traoré has repaid $4.7 billion in inherited debt, eliminated reliance on foreign aid, established domestic institutions to foster self-reliance, launched the Etowah EV factory, producing vehicles tailored to Africa's climate and needs. This is the Etowah Factory, Africa's answer to Tesla. And let me tell you why it's a game changer. While the West dumps outdated, polluting cars on Africa, Burkina Faso said, "We'll build our own." Meet the Sile, an electric car designed for Africa by Africans. Etowah isn't just a factory, it's a fortress of African pride by embodying African identity. Every bolt, every circuit board is local. The factory's engineers and experts are entirely Burkinabe. The Sile model is Burkinabe's first-generation EV, uses a hybrid battery solar system. A 30-minute charge covers 350 kilometers, and if stranded, solar power can recharge it in 45 to 60 minutes. Now in its fourth generation, the Sile boasts a 500 kilometers range for 30-minute charge, Bluetooth, GPS, and smartphone integration. By 2025, full-scale production will create thousands of jobs, slash fuel imports, and boost revenue. Its price tag is also half of Tesla's Model 3. The Sile isn't just a car, it's a statement. Built to survive Africa's heat and dust, the Sile harnesses the African sun to recharge. But wait, the experts are confused and questioning, how can Africa build EVs? Let me explain. Burkina Faso has uranium, lithium, gold, everything the West craves. But instead of shipping it out, they're using it to power their future. The West fears Africa's rise because it ends their exploitation. Traore isn't just building cars, he's building a movement. And guess what? Ghana, Zimbabwe, and South Africa are next. Traore didn't stop at cars. He launched free tech schools, prioritizing women. For example, a woman named Aisha, who is from a nomadic family, now Etowah's top AI programmer. France gets 30% of its uranium from Burkina Faso. Tesla's lithium? Mined in Congo. But Traore's new law: process minerals here or leave. Even for Europe's energy crisis, Africa now holds the key. Traore partners with Russia and China, not for ideology, for fair deals. A Russian-built dam powers the Etowah factory. China trains engineers. Meanwhile, France funds coup plots. Mali just nationalized its gold. Niger kicked out French troops. Ghana's building its own EVs. Traore lit a fire, and it's spreading fast. Not everyone's happy about Burkina Faso's revolution. Elites who profited from aid cry dictatorship. But Traore's response? Steal from the people, face a firing squad. Harsh? Maybe, but 87% support him. Many asked how Sahel can succeed without roads. Traore's solution: EVs first and infrastructure. He has been quoted saying, "Build the dream and the road will follow." EVs need lithium. Mining harms ecosystems. But Traore insists, we'll mine responsibly. No child labor. No toxic leaks. A model for the world? Some dismiss Burkina Faso's EVs as inferior to Tesla. Such critiques ignore Africa's realities and needs. The Sahel outperforms imports in affordability, adaptability, and sustainability. Prime Minister Kylum Ditambla emphasized, "Our president teaches us to believe in ourselves." Small successes are stepping stones. Aligning with Traore's vision, we will realize a green, self-sufficient Burkina Faso. Driving in Etowah fills us with African pride, but we prepare for greater victories. Burkina Faso's Etowah factory is more than industrial progress. It heralds Africa's renaissance. By rejecting neo-colonial agendas and investing in local talent, Traore exemplifies leadership that prioritizes people over exploitation. As Africa's sun rises, the world watches a continent reclaiming its destiny. Thank you for watching The Fair Story. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more gripping stories from around the world.